Back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Ultramarines Primaris Captain Ptolias Corvor 118 scale action figure. Now, this figure is actually marketed as Ultramarines Captain with master crafted heavy bolt rifle and in a lot of the product images. And here we have his actual name on his box, which is really cool. So here's the front of the box. It's a little longer box we're used to seeing. Newer style packaging. These are recommended for adult collectors at least 15 years old and above. Top of the box. Bottom of the box. Side of the box. Side of the box. And here we have the back of the box with all the product images. The large one with all his accessories out in front of you. Then we have the front, the back, and the up close on the side there. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's get him out of that package and check him out. Here is inside the clamshell and all the accessories you get right here in front of you. Looking pretty cool. And here he is outside the box. We're definitely looking at some of these big boy action figures now on these Warhammer figures. He looks pretty decent. Take a look at that helmet. We have the iron skull on the forehead. We have that very unique heavy helmet. The red eyes, the black vents. We have the silver through the bottom here. Cylinders and the little ring looking piece there. That looks awesome. Some gunmetal there on the side of his head. On that side. We definitely have the aggressor type upper body mold. This looks to be about is the strap. So this is considered a V2 body. We have the gold skull and wings with the black wash. That looks fantastic. Some vents here on the sides. Checking out his pauldrons. We have the gold trim around with the extra armor with the Ultramarines insignia rigged there on the pauldron. Here on this side we have that gold extra plating around the pauldron. We have the white skull and these reefs with these like a yellowish color band down through it. Down here on this gauntlet we do have some buttons. Red, silver, green, blue. On this gauntlet we have a sculpted piece that looks like it would open, but it's actually an optical illusion. It does not, but it looks fantastic nonetheless. Then we have these pieces on his elbow. Moving on to the lower section of the figure, PVC cape. This is actually stiffer. It seems like the plastic is getting harder on these figures, especially the hands. Then we have this little piece here in a gold box with spikes on it. Not sure what that is, but it looks interesting. On the back here, we do have some extra holes here for extra gear that you can put on your figure. It's pretty cool. On the back here, you can see we do have gunmetal hoses. It goes from this round cylinder piece here down to the back of his calves. Moving around to the front, let's check out those knee pads, and we have a red ring here. Looks pretty cool. Over here, the Ultramarines logo, and we have a very large winged and skull decal. It's all 3D. It's not decal, I should say detail, but it's all 3D piece. It's not like painted on or printed. You can see the layers. Very, very nice figure. Some more angles so you can check him out. That pauldron. Very large gap here. Very large diameter of holes here. And then we have the silver stud there. Pretty cool. That's awesome. That's really stiff. Wow. Alright, so there he is. So let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. We have a little back and forth, a little side to side, and an 360 rotation. If they didn't have these little regulator, I'm assuming that's what it is, some kind of air filters, but it does at least turn side to side. But if this wasn't here, you definitely can get a 360 rotation. The arms do rotate 360 on like a soft ratcheting. They do not raise up very much at all because of the new V2 bodies, bicep rotation 360, double jointed elbows, up, down, in and out, all the way around and in between. We do have the back and forth on the lower diaphragm area, back and forth, 60 rotation at the waist, very tight tolerance there. We do have not too much in sitting because of these cylinder pieces here. I'm sorry, sitting. Spreading his legs. The sitting is also going to be an issue too with this PVC cape. It's just not going to happen. Thigh rotation, 360. Double jointed knees, and they kind of get pushed back from the resistance from that hose, but the hose is quite flexible. The feet pivot down, pivot back to stationary. We have the rocker, and you can turn it almost 360 if it wasn't for these big round cylinders here. There is toe articulation, maybe? Is there? Yes, there is. Definitely get some toe up articulation. That's good. Okay, so there he is. He's a beefcake because he's quite heavy. Figure's a solid figure. Okay, this must be the piece of the video, the Master Crafted bolt rifle. This is definitely a new piece for Joytoy, but it follows suit with all the other guns, aesthetic and paint, the gunmetal, the black, the flat black, and then the gold. Very nice. Very nicely sculpted. Here we have this mini stock. Up here we have a rail system. We have a wrap, a white wrap with some wear on it. And we have the skull and wing. That wing is very long, stretching across half the gun. We have a very large drum here for ammunition. Very nice. Scope maybe. We have the drill barrel, massive drill barrel. I think it's huge. To the side for the gases. We do have the PVC soft strap. It looks like, yeah, you can take that off. I'm not going to because that's a pain to get this back on. You see that? It's like a triangle hoop there. Brown. Some gunmetal connectors throughout to the base of the gun. Hand grip. Alternate side here we have a that's a purity seal wrap. That's new. It's different. So it's sealed. There's no print like you normally see on a purity seal, so it kind of threw me off now that we see that side. We have this revolver piece here that probably turns as he fires the gun. It's pretty decent. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get this in his hand because this is a V2 body. Without heating it, it's very dangerous. Yep, look at that. It's very dangerous to be putting that in his hand without heating it and softening that plastic. Almost every time. I mean, that's one of the flaws of the V2 figures or a buck. But this is an amazing weapon, and at least we can hang him on his shoulder like so. And very easy. It was took about a second to do that. It's very awesome. Next up, we have his Power Pack backpack. Very nice. Ultramarines logo, a bunch of silver studs throughout. We do have this piece on the top. That is very sharp, and be careful with that. It doesn't seem fragile, but I bet you it is. It might be a piece that you can pull out, but I'm not going to attempt it. Gunmetal vents. This is a thicker pack than we used to seeing. Gunmetal cylinders on each side. On the inner part, we do have a little silver studs in there. That's very nice for detail. 2 silver studs on the top. Somewhere you can see the blue with the little dirty markings on the figure. And hopefully we have a well-toleranced diameter on our pegs. And we do. So that's perfect. So there he is from the side. No gappage from the back. Wow, that's pretty nice. The side. Definitely gives him some more height. So we're definitely going to get treated in this set if you do buy, because you're going to get several new parts like the Mastercrafted bolt rifle. Not only that, we have this beautiful piece right here. Look at that design. Wow. The gold. This is like a light red. This is a darker red. This is two-tone reds. The wrap has some black between the wraps. Gold up here. Very nicely sculpted. That is beautiful. Catches the light. On this side, pretty much the same, I believe. Iron skull, silver studs. This is a piece that connects to his belt. I believe right there. So you can have it on your figure. And then let's take a look at that blade. Oh. So we have the gunmetal into the silver power node. Beautiful. This guy needs to be right beside his chapter master. Wow, this is beautiful. I love that. That's incredible. Alright, so it comes with some extra hands. The open hand, done in blue. And we have the pointing hand, done in blue. We have a grip hand, that's very stiff, I'm betting. Oh yeah, impossible. You use new plastic for hands. And the fist. So that's all his accessories that it comes with. But we do get these two new beautiful pieces. Look at that. These are one-of-a-kind pieces. I just don't know where you're going to get something like this. I mean, if you even have these for customs, if you want to have these for all the other figures and Warhammer figures, you're not going to get these anywhere else besides in this set. And these, like I said, these are actually insane pieces. Cool. So, I just did a review for the Ultramarines Chapter Master Marneus Calgar, and I want to give you guys an update if you're wondering about that. I kind of pulled the strap off his chest, and I wanted to show you how easy it was. It's fixed, and just a little super glue pegged the peg into the hole, held it for a few minutes, and he's back to being where he should have been when I popped it out. So, and also that'll give us a chance to do like a comparison of these two figures that are just incredible. So here's our chapter master, and you can see that's back on right there. Just a little bit of glue. Just be careful. What I did when I was doing my review, I tried to pull it down so we could take a look at that wings and the symbol in the center to see what they used, and I popped it out. So no problem. So I'm back to having a pristine figure. So without further ado, let's get these guys beside each other and check out all this plastic. that's just insane. Wow, that's crazy. Now we have our chapter master and our captain right there. I mean, he looks beautiful. I mean, even though they look like almost the same size or not, I mean, the chapter master got the captain on bulk for sure. I can't believe how balanced the chapter master is. It's just incredible. You can see how huge he is compared to let me know what you guys think about these figures. These are actually, I mean, I'm starting to think we're on a whole new level. We're definitely reaching a point with Joytoy with these guys here. These are the newest figures for the Ultramarines as of this video. I mean, the sky's the limit. They got the license and they're running with it. And man, they're probably making Games Workshop. I think he's the owner of Warhammer, isn't it? They're making him a fortune because these figures are beautiful. And to have these in your collection on your shelf, I mean, you got your family coming over, your fellow collectors. They're definitely going to be like, wow, those are awesome, and they're going to be a pretty much like a eye-catching piece, regardless how big your collection is. All right, my final thoughts here on the captain. Price range, I've seen them go from 65 to 80 bucks, depending on where you get it. So look around. I mean, people are actually selling these things. They're pretty expensive on the perspective of an action figure price. But we come to understand that these Joytoy figures are not cheap to begin with. So I mean, just the stakes alone. I mean, I'm not saying it justifies it, but man, it's hard to argue the price points. But just try to get them at the best prices you can, so you can get all the figures that you love in the Warhammer series. For final thoughts, I'm not going to beat the dead horse over the V2 body. We've talked about it. If you watch my videos, you know my issues with the V2 body. So pretty much that's my issue. Other than that, he's a beautiful figure. The aesthetics of paint, and he's heavy. He's a lot of plastic there. And then getting the two new pieces, especially this amazing sword and sleeve, and then the Mastercraft bolt rifle is incredible. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and you're enjoying all my reviews. Please hit the thumbs up for me if you like the figure, you like the video. It helps out the channel. As well, consider subscribing to the channel. That helps us out too. Thanks for watching. Comment down below any questions or comments if you like it. If you don't, I like hearing you guys' thoughts. And as always, I will see you in our next review.